So, dear brothers and sisters, indeed I am very happy having this opportunity to talk as a lecture, Queen. So you organized this opportunity. Thank you very much. Then, when I give talk with people, I always have the feeling we are same human being, mentally, emotionally, physically, we are same. Then more important, everyone want happy life. I think nobody in early morning, as soon as you wake up, wish more trouble in that day. I think nobody feel that. So nobody want trouble. However, many trouble is essentially our own creation. Why? Here, big contradiction. Nobody wants problem, but many problems our own creation. Why? I think two things: lack of knowing the reality, and that also is due to lack of holistic view. And from Buddhist viewpoint, and also it is due to too much grasping things as appears, we just believe is something absolute. That's one thing. Another thing, too much self-centered attitude. These two things, lack of knowledge, the reality, and then too much self-centered attitude. These two things are, I think, creates unnecessary problem. So these problems, we can't blame this problem happened because of that. Ultimately, we have to realize the ultimate factor of these problems is within ourselves. So now how to remove that? Not through prayer, not through money, or not through power, but through understanding, awareness. We may say wisdom. Right? So now, happiness, everybody, including animals, you see, want less disturbances, less problem. So we human beings too, of course. Now perhaps I think before talking the source of happiness, I think it is maybe useful to know something about the system of our mind. Because pleasure, happiness, also part of our mind. And sadness, painful experience, these also part of our mind. So usually you see people simply, they have this sort of feeling or impression, mind is something, one thing, one entity, something independent, something absolute. Up to now, as a result of meeting with many scientists, many occasions, in the scientific sort of field, still not clear sort of today distinction about sensorial mind and basic mind.
Mental consciousness.
Mental
consciousness.
Mental consciousness. So it is important to make distinction. Sensorial consciousness of mind and mental consciousness. Now usually you see people seeking some sort of pleasure or happy sort of, or experiences, but mainly relying on sensorial level. So, some beautiful things by eye consciousness, beautiful musics, sounds, ear consciousness. Similarly, taste, smell,
Tactile objects. Tactile objects.
And including sex. You see, all these 5. There's some kind of positive experiences, mainly on sensorial level. These experiences, very temporary sort of experience. So long, music there, feel happy. That stop, no longer. And seeing something beautiful, feel happy. Once that gone, no. So certain sort of experience, mental level, through these sensorial level, again short. So now the mental level, if we develop sort of certain sort of positive experience, mental level, that remains long last. And then also the mental level, some experience, more calm, peace, pleasant sort of the feeling. Then sensorial level, even something sort of a disturbance sort of voice, right? Noise. Or it's difficult, sort of difficult facility, poor facility. Even physical illness, physical sort of pain can subdue with a more mental level calmness. Other hand, mental level, too much fear, too much anxiety, too much stress. The sensorial level, some sort of enjoy the pleasant sort of feeling, experience, cannot subdue mental level anxiety or fear. So obviously, mental level experience are more important than the sensorial level experience. I think if we pay some attention, I think everybody experience now here mental level, happiness not necessarily something, a feeling of pleasure. I think happiness here, I think mainly in the sense of satisfaction. Even physical level, suffering, painful experience may bring deep satisfaction in mental level. So happiness mainly refer the consciousness level, right? Mental level. So now that, of course, all major religious traditions trying to bring calm, peace, or positive sort of feeling in the mental level. Most cases, I think, are common for all religious traditions. theistic religion, non-theistic religion, all they carry one sort of practice, that is faith. So faith, not sensory level. Faith, the sixth mind,
Sixth consciousness.
sixth consciousness or mental level consciousness. Of course, the sensorial sort of consciousness helping, listening, some music, some praying, like that, or seeing image of Buddha, image of God, image of Jesus Christ, like that, or image of Shivaji, like that. Of course, it helps, but the real sort of effect on mental consciousness, faith, not on sensory level, but mental consciousness. And then the practice of love, compassion, with that forgiveness, tolerance, contentment, all these sixth mental level, the mental level consciousness. Then non-theistic religious tradition, such as one part of Sangha, very, very old Indian tradition. I think almost 3,000 years, more than 3,000 years. Then at the time of Buddha, Jainism, Buddhism, these two new non-theistic religion developed. So these non-theistic religious tradition, they have no idea of creator, but believe a law of causality. Effect, cause, effect, cause and effect. So now everybody knows in this country law of karma. Karma means action. So any action, whether physical action, verbal action, mental action, see, out of positive emotion, sincere motivation, like compassion or forgiveness, or these positive emotion, with that positive emotion, and then certain sort of action comes. That's the karma. So similarly, that's positive karma, or good karma, because motivation is something good, sense of concern of others' well-being, which is benefit to others and benefit to oneself. Therefore, consider positive. There's no absolute positive and negative. Positive, negative, due to certain factor. So, like that. So then, likewise, anger, hatred, suspicion. Or suspicion, there may be two kinds, positive, negative. But in any way, some negative sort of motivation. Negative means ultimately bring some uncomfortable to oneself or others. So any such sort of motivation and lead physical action, verbal action, mental action, these are negative karma. So experiences, pleasure, pain, these due to this action. That's law of causality.